here to bring good vibes are twins, the new trend.
What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. As y'all can see in this title, we're gonna get into this Officer Tate. I'm talking about, you know, Stephen A. Smith and his Jimmy Kimmel situation. Appreciate the love, support. Like, subscribe if y'all new. Without further ado, man, let's get into this, man. I want to see, you know, what it's about. Let's get it.
Quick, let's go to Stephen A. Smith real quick. You know, I've become a big Stephen A. Smith fan because Stephen A. Smith has had a history lately of keeping it real. When I say lately, the last few years, he's been on the right side, and it's not easy to be Stephen A. Smith. As a black man, I can tell you, and I'm not even in the world that Stephen A. is in the world of, and I ain't been rich like Stephen A. And so Stephen A. got a lot to lose from his constituency, all the black people that supported him all the way through, if he start keeping it real, because they don't want to hear the truth. But Stephen A. Smith is now saying he got that $100 million contract, $150 million. I don't know what.
If y'all don't understand what Tatum's saying is, he's saying to the black people, if he ain't catering to the black people gonna leave him. If you go against the grain, the black people gonna bash you. They're gonna try to cancel culture you. That's what he really saying, man.
He did. God dang, let me hold some money. Fire $100 million. He like, y'all, I got $100 million. In 5 years, I'll turn the internet off. Hey, this is what he had to say about him not apologizing for standing up for Charlie Kirk. Wrote a clip.
Folks want me to apologize or want me to correct myself. You can go to hell. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to sit up there, neither celebrate somebody's murder or gloss over what happened to them in the moment.
That's all I'm saying,
now
bro.
That
That's
a memorial service is taking place. Now that people have had an opportunity to mourn. Now that we have an opportunity to sit back and go through all of that, maybe we can go back and revisit some of the things he said. Make sure we do our best to contextualize it properly. And whatever level of criticism, cynicism, or anything beyond that he may deserve at that particular moment in time, it seems more apropos today. It wasn't apropos last week. It wasn't apropos the days before that. Because we live in America. And I don't want anybody come thinking that it's okay to come across like there's ever a reason to condone or act like it's okay for somebody to get murdered in front of our very eyes.
That's how we act like.
That's me.
It's terrible.
That has been me. That is me, and that will always be me. I'm not backing up from that for anybody. To me, it's human decency. Where the issue's going? He said something that was offensive to the black community. What, that disappears now? Of course it doesn't. He said something that was disrespectful to women. He said something about civil rights legislation and how it should have never been put into place. He said something about members of the LGBTQ community. Those issues aren't going anywhere. We could discuss them now. We didn't have to discuss them then.
Facts.
It was a week ago. It's wrong to want to give a family an opportunity to mourn. Think about what you're saying.
See, Stephen, that's why I like Stephen
Man, what he say, preach, man. Preach Stephen A. What he say, he took all the words out my mouth, bro. To all y'all people who backlashing, to all y'all people, it's human decency, man. Let them mourn. Why y'all trying to bring up all the dirt upon him when he passed? Y'all trying to drag him through the mud when he passed. Why you didn't do it then, back then, when he was still alive? But now y'all want to drag him through the dirt when he passed. You can't even let his family mourn in peace. Like, the internet is so sick, so terrible, so disgusting. I would never get too high in the internet. I would never get too high of where I'm at because the internet is terrible. Everybody is internet gangsters on the internet. You can hide behind your phone, the keyboard, the camera. Never get too high on the internet, man, because people is never what they seem.
And then when me and Stephen A. connect, we're gonna have a cigar, some whiskey together. I'm gonna take a picture and post it online for you guys to know that like minds can connect. Because I love what he said, though. Even the people on the left, Kamala Harris or that snake oil salesman in California, Gavin Newsom. If that happened to him, now I'm not finna get out and be like, oh, it's so sad, because I don't feel that way about him. But I ain't gonna get out there and bash that man. I'm gonna let them put him to rest.
Yeah.
I'll ease off of him for at least the time until they put him in the ground.
Facts.
I won't bash his family because at the end of the day, even though he's a dummy, his family don't deserve to get whacked over the head because
they don't,
their
bro.
husband is stupid. So I would just hold off for a minute, let it rest out of respect for human decency, and then I'm
Out
back.
of respect.
Now
Nobody
the thing
have
about
respect.
Gavin Newsom and Charlie Kirk is that y'all stupid who are saying that he was a racist. You just stupid. So you ain't getting back on nothing because it don't exist. Y'all man talking about he said something about the black community. What did he say? Go watch his videos. He said unequivocally about the Civil Rights Act being that the way it was rolled out and the ramifications and hijacking that has happened to the Civil Rights Act now made it not right for them to do it the way they did it. Let me just explain to you. The civil rights should have been about black people and black people alone. That's what it should have been. But they opened it up, so now the LGBTQ then took over. Now trans people then took over for what black people fought for unique issues that black people were facing. There has never been a two-water fountain, I almost said two-water fountain solution. I've been doing too much Gaza and Israel, a two-water fountain solution. Y'all know two-state solution? That was funny. I could be a comedian. But there ain't never been a gay water fountain and a white water fountain. There ain't never been an organization that was organized against a certain people outside of Jewish and black people. There ain't been no gay stuff like that. What y'all talking about? They hang you from a tree just for you being gay. Really, nobody knew you were gay unless you came out and be like, I'm gay, look at me, I'm gay. When you black, you come out like this, they know you black. There ain't never been the same struggle. Gay people ain't had the struggle that black people had. All these other groups that done jumped on the bandwagon, they ain't had the struggle that black people had. Civil rights should have been about black people. It shouldn't have been about all this other stuff. Now it's hijacked. Now the civil rights black people ain't even considered in the civil rights. It's just LGBTQ and stuff. And then they weaponize black struggle to push their agenda. There ain't no legislation that been passed to protect black people or help them in any kind of way, uniquely. You see all kind of stuff that Obama did for gays and stuff. Okay, we'll keep that going. And Stephen A. Smith also called out the left for Jimmy Kimmel's hypocrisy. I want to play that clip. Roll it.
Here's the problem. Did we say that when Tucker Carlson was pulled off the air by Fox News? Did we say that?
Come on, Stephen A. Come on.
Did we say that? Or would we say that if Gutfield was pulled off the air by Fox News? Government overreach, the Biden administration and what they were doing when it came to Facebook and X. Were we as outspoken then as we were over the last few days? Because you see, on this show, we're talking consistency. This is why I call myself an independent. This is why I call myself a centrist. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to look at you based on the facts and say, you're right or you're wrong, and that's it.
Fact.
But when you're able to point to the other side doing the same damn thing, preceding you, by the way, and what you're doing, then it becomes a bit more alarming because the word hypocrisy comes into play. And you're able to look at it and say, yo, the other side did the same thing. So why are we engaging in partisanship here?
Come on, Stephen A. See, that's why that's why I'm starting to like Stephen A. more and more and more. Because he's telling the truth and shaming the devil. Why is it that the hypocrisy is there?
Twitter banned the president permanently. Oh, damn. They took away his precious.
Well, Facebook upheld their ban of Donald Trump today for at least another 6 months.
It is so funny to watch the Trump supporters and the Republicans melt down over Tucker Carlson getting fired from Fox News.
Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News. Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways.
Fox News has severed bow ties with Tucker Carlson after all these years.
They evaluated.
Jimmy Kimmel laughed at Tucker Carlson when he got fired. And really, well, Tucker Carlson he got fired for a good reason, to be honest. I liked it, and I liked him then, and I still said he got fired for a good reason. Because it was that Dominion thing. He got on air and told all those lies about Dominion, or at least unfounded truths about Dominion, and they sued Fox News for $1 billion. They had to pay Dominion $1 billion. Oh. And he was one of the ones that was a part of it. So I guarantee you the settlement, and they settled with them for $1 billion. Dominion was suing them for billions. And I bet you Dominion said, we'll settle, you pay us $1 billion, and you got to get rid of the guy that was pushing that stuff online. And that they had to do what they had to do. And I, you can say what you want about Tucker, man. Of course I don't like him at all no more. I never really liked Tucker. I just didn't have a problem with Tucker. I thought he was a net positive to the movement. Now he's a net negative. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, but that dude is a net negative. Maybe he'll come around, man, and start saying some reasonable stuff, but, like, that dude is silly.
Tell me how y'all feel about this, man. The situations, and tell me how y'all feel about what Stephen A. said. Is y'all with him or not? And one thing I do want, y'all to know is I am an independent. Like, I don't have a side that I'm, with the most, or like they said, I'm here with right was right. I'm here with what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. It's all about me. I'm not, I'm not telling nobody who I'm voting for. I'm not, doing all that, because that's my business and my business only. I'm just here, reacting, giving my opinion of what I think. If I don't agree with Tatum, then I'm going to say it. But what he's saying be common sense. And people just go on the other side because they just don't like somebody. I don't like how you talk. I don't like what you do. So I'm going to just go against you. I don't care if you had, if what you saying is true, is what you saying is facts, I'm going to just go against you because I don't like you. That's what the other side be doing. And I don't like that. I'm not with that. But tell me how y'all feel about that in the comments down below. Appreciate y'all. Peace and love.